What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. I want to make sure y'all can hear me out there. Give me a second. If y'all can hear me, press 1. If y'all can hear me, welcome to the Wiley Show. We are here. We are here for another installment of the Wiley Show. So if y'all can hear me, press 1 in the chat. Okay. If y'all can hear me out there, press 1. If we got sound, all right, so we good. All right, so we got to talk about a lot here. We're going to be getting into Saucy Santana diss record that he did with Roland Ray. Also, we're going to be talking about Saweetie complaining, and we also get into Boosie suing Facebook. We're going to be getting to G Herbert and Casanova. We're going to talk about Young M.A. arrests, and we're going to get into Lil Kim. And then we gonna get into NBA YoungBoy and Rihanna ASAP Rocky reportedly dating. So, wow, make sure y'all, when y'all come in the room, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and thumbs up. Now, I got to talk about Walk. Let me see you walk. Saucy Santana released a diss record out here saying Walk. And I want to make sure I can read the lyrics here, because word on the curb or word on the street, as they say, you know, the Shade Room has been posting this, and it actually posted Roland Rebel, not Roland Rebel, I'm sorry, Roland Ray responds. You know, Roland Rebel is a person that support the show. He's in a wheelchair as well, but we're talking about Roland Ray. Okay. So he was, and let me make sure I get the lyrics. You know, I want to get the lyrics so I can read these lyrics out here, if they have the lyrics out here. Okay. Give me a second. See, they don't have the lyrics of Walk yet. They got this other song, but pretty much on this record, what I read, pretty much on this record, you see it says on here, let me see so I can read it to y'all. Pretty much it said, Walk, yeah, I know you can talk. And then they put up, you talking all that ish, but let me see you walk. Let me see ya. Walk. Okay. You talk all that best, let me see you walk. Now everybody know Roland Ray can't walk. He in a wheelchair, and a man can't even hardly talk that good as well. I just want to let you know, Saucy Santana, you can't come to DC. If I see you in DC, it's gonna be so. What you gonna do? What is it? What are you gonna do, Roland Ray? Roland Ray, what are you gonna do? And it's just like, I personally, I don't think they're beefing. Honestly, y'all, you know why I don't think they beefing? It's because the Shade Room is posting Roland Ray constantly regarding this diss. I believe Saucy Santana paid the people to put his record on the Shade Room and got Roland Ray up there. I'm working on my own diss record. That diss record gonna be a hot ass mess. I can see it right now. Yeah, Saucy Santana, you coming at me? I'm in a wheelchair. I'm gonna roll up and come through you. This is right. Baby, we ain't gonna be able to understand subtitles. We gonna need when we hear that record. When we hear that record, we gonna need some interpreters. I'm just gonna be honest with you today. We gonna need some interpreters. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna get up in that studio. It better be, where is the interpreter so we can interpret what you saying in them lyrics. I'm definitely gonna have to look at them lyrics when you get up on the mic. I'm just saying. Now, but Roland Ray and Saucy Santana is in a diss. Many people is accusing Saucy Santana of being disrespectful to the disabled, because I think yesterday was National Disability Day. I believe that was I believe it was yesterday, right? And they're saying that there was some shade, and his friend JT was like, no, he been working on this song months ago, blah blah blah. If he been working on this song months ago, JT, sit down somewhere. If he been working on this song months ago, why would you release it on the wheelchair day? Why would you release it on the wheelchair day? You know, people with the wheelchairs, people that's on crutches, that are bedbound, that's their day. So why would you release a song, let me see you walk, 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 walk? Oh, Roland Ray, on his day. On his day. On his day, that's the day. Let me see you walk. Walk. You talking all that mess. Let me see you walk. That is disrespectful. I ain't nowhere in the world. You should be slapped if you come up to somebody in a wheelchair singing that song. Let me see you walk. You talking all that mess, but let me see you walk. That is treacherous. I'm saying if you did that, that's quite Jay-Z because the song is hot. I was listening to the song all day long. I was listening to that song on instant replay. And before you know it, I started walking. I was giving the lip walk because, I walk with a little lip. I'm getting a little lip. I'm going to post a little clip of me doing the challenge on my Instagram. I'm going to post it. You're going to see me walk. I got to do it. I would do it right now, but we just got on our Fashion Nova shirt that we got in the mail, and we ain't got on no Fashion Nova pants. We just got on the Fashion Nova shirt, but I do want to get up there and do the walk. I definitely want to get up there and do the walk, baby. I gotta get up there and do the walk. I want them to see my twisted leg. I'm gonna do it with the shorts. I'm gonna have to do the walk because, baby, I was in that walk and Buttercup was looking at Buttercup was looking at me like I was crazy. Okay, but I was really doing it. I think it's hot. It is a hit. How many people in here is a hit? What I did for Disability Day, I was in pain, I was in aching, and everything else like that. I was trying to see what kind of benefits do I qualify for. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to see, can I get on some Medicaid? I was trying to get on somebody's insurance, and I was in aching and pain. My leg was jumping up. I guess my leg was happy that it was our day because my leg was just jumping up. It was cramps and everything else. So it was my day. I am disabled. It was my day yesterday. I got 2 disability, leg disability and head, mental disability. So y'all know me, okay? But it's okay. We'll go ahead and get this. But that's what Saucy Santana did. Now some people is throwing shade, but after you throw shade, but once you hear the song, it's a bop. It's literally it's a vibe. It's literally a vibe right there. I would love to see Erica Banks, jump on the record as a remix, but probably Erica Banks can't do it because, JT got that linked up, right? Because that's their friend, they real cool or whatever. So that's what all that shit, that's what happened. So when I saw it, I was really lit. I was like, dang, the Shade Room is really, really posting this on their page. I was like, golly, I'm into it. Getting the wheelchair, and why they throw shade? See, the Shade Room comments, baby. I was in the comments, right? Just for the story. They Rolling Ray was in front of his television. They talking about why you got that yellow sticker on your TV. Take that yellow sticker. Now, mind you, Rolling Ray is in a wheelchair. That television flat screen on the back on his wall is literally about 6 or 7 feet. How in the world is he going to be able to reach all the way up there to take the yellow sticker off? Now, if you would have said, can you tell your caregiver to take off that yellow sticker, then I understand that. But trying to tell him to take off that yellow sticker, that's an insult. Ain't nowhere in the world he gonna be able to take that yellow sticker off that flat screen TV. When you get into the video and see the video, you're gonna see a yellow sticker. And when he came back on there today and went on the Shade Room, that yellow sticker was still on that television screen. Okay. I did see. I'm nosy. I was looking at the comments. That's what they say in the comments. I'm just repeating what they said. I didn't come up with the joke. These people, but Rolling Ray, don't get me wrong, he's really living for the platform. He could do a podcast, the Rolling Ray podcast. I can really see him doing a podcast. Not so much of he could do it. It could be visual. You could put, him in his wheelchair, get the boom mic, the microphone in front of him, get the cameras or something like that, and let him, you know what I'm saying, do a podcast, and represent for the chairs, represent for the wheelchairs and all that. Pull up to the podcast. Pull up. Let me roll up on you. Rolling Ray podcast. Yes, let me park my chair podcast or something like that. It could be a podcast. I'm really living for the podcast. I can see that podcast. I would definitely download it today, and I definitely, listen to it, even though I'm gonna have to, pause and rewind to kind of understand what Rolling Ray is saying, because I'm gonna have to understand, I have to pause and rewind, maybe put it in slow motion to dissect what he said. But it's okay. We love Rolling Ray. I ain't got nothing against Rolling Ray. Let me stop. Let me move on. Let me move on for they feel. Ooh, well, look at Wiley talking about somebody. He shouldn't talk. His eye cross-eyed. He shouldn't be talking about nobody. Listen, I'm a reporter. I saw the song. Y'all was in that walking and stuff like that. First of all, y'all was trying to drag Saucy Santana, and then y'all heard that bop of a song. Then y'all start walk. Okay. Move right along, Saucy Santana. Oh my gosh, you are a genius. You are a genius. And his boyfriend is a chef that works for Zeus Network. Okay. His boyfriend works with Zeus Network. He makes the cakes, the pies, the crawfish. He makes the barbecue. His boyfriend is a chef. You know, I've known his boyfriend for a while. I know of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I seen him around selling chicken dinners and stuff like that out of trunk of his car. He would sell baby back ribs. So now he didn't upgrade it, and he's working with Zeus, and now he's working with a lot of celebrities. So of course he was in the shade room comments, you know, representing for his boyfriend. You know, I'm stuff like that. But some people, and I'm not messy, but they was like, dude, you don't want no Saucy Santana. You just with him for some clout. But he said he loved every inch of Saucy Santana. So I'm really, really here for it. So shout out to the chef and shout out to Saucy Santana. That's good. When you're a plus size man, get you a chef. Get you a chef. Get you somebody that can cook. You know what I'm saying? And all that, because if Saucy Santana want to get on a diet, you know what I mean? If let's just say if Saucy Santana want to get on a healthy diet, he could just call his boyfriend that's a chef and say, cook me healthy food. Don't cook me the fried chicken with the heavy grease and the chitlins and the turkey wings. Cook me something healthy. So that's kind of good when you got a when you get, you know what I'm saying, when you got a man that you can screw, and then that man can fry you, you know, make you some pancakes. I think that's really good. So if you are a plus size man, and you know you like men, you know, same gender loving, and everything like that, you know, get you somebody that can cook. Oh, my stomach growling right now. I wish he was single. I should have dated him. I should have dated Saucy Santana boyfriend when I had the chance. Why didn't I do it? See, I wasn't thinking then. If I would have known that he would have had all this doing Zeus up there cooking for the girl that's wait a minute, that's one of the Steve Harvey daughter, Lori Harvey. If I would have known that, I'd have tried to holler at that. I would have tried to hit that or holler or something, but it's kind of too late. You know, I'm not Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, you know, with a green screen with a mic in my hand. So, but yes, he did come out and he tried to, defend his man. But let me know in the comments, and you can also call in. Do you think that was shade for Saucy Santana to release a song, Walk? So let me see you walk on National Disabled Day. I think that's what they call it. Moving on. Okay, now Saweetie is. I saw her on the Shade Room too. I mean, they posted her. Let me make sure I get the song of what she did, because she's pissed off with her label. And she had a song on her label released, Back to the Streets, featuring Janae Aiko. Okay. And she's upset that her label post the situation. They said prop to Saweetie for pointing out everything that, putting it out there, but without her permission. But Saweetie, you are a product of that label. You don't have the choice of when you're going to put out music or not, Saweetie. You signed probably allegedly a 360 deal, meaning that label own and control you. Okay, so they're going to put out what they're going to put out because you the product, and they're going to make a coin. So you can't get out there and say, oh my God, the record wasn't ready. The record actually sound good. It was mixed and mastered good. You know what I'm saying? It was good. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't the song. Was that the song that just came out, or was that the song that came out? Yeah, was it Back to the Streets? Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Whatever the song is that it came out, I had listened to it. I listened to the record. I enjoyed the record, and I'm like, but you can't control what the label is going to put out. And Quavo don't have no power because he's just a slave. I mean, he's an artist on the label too. So you have no control of that. When you sign those 360 deals, you are a part of that record label. You are a part of that, so they're going to put it out when they feel like putting it out. They're just like the slaves said, why are you selling me today? Why are you selling my family today? Do you think the slave masters care because you all are family? If they want to sell you, they're going to sell you. The slaves could come out there, well, master boss, I just want to know, we ain't ready to be sold today. We ain't ready to be sold. Not today. We ain't ready to be sold today, dear master. No. They don't care what day it is. If they going to make a profit in a coin, they going to put it out. Period. That's what you got to be careful what you are getting into and what you're walking into or rolling into and signing. If you want creative control, sweetie, you have to make sure that you be independent where you can put out records when you feel like it. All right, sweetie. And sweetie, I really, like your record, Tap In. That was one of my favorite records of yours. I'm not, I don't hear all your stuff. That's the only one that I know. Tap In. You know what I'm saying, sweetie? So get it together. Put your big girl panties on and stop all that complaining. So I don't know why they put it out. Baby, you signed the paperwork. You signed the contract. Don't be like Dave Chappelle, get mad when things don't go your way once you sign the contract. Don't you be on no stage smoking a cigarette, telling us to boycott and all that type of stuff. When you signed the contract, you signed it. What I gotta sit and you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm so tired of boycotting stuff for rich folks. What I'm boycotting for when I ain't got no health insurance, when I'm struggling, but I got to boycott. But sweetie, don't be bitter, okay? I love you. You're beautiful. Please don't block me. I know how y'all celebrities get. I called her sweetie. The song is with Doja Cat. It was with Doja Cat because I heard her on the record. The song was with Doja Cat. Yeah, thank you. The song was with Doja Cat, y'all. It was with Doja Cat. That was the record. But then what happened to it? Did they take it? Don't tell me they took it off. That's probably why. Did they take it off? Because I heard that I was listening to the record. I guess did they take it off my iTunes? Give it to them. They probably took it off. But anyway. We wish her well in her 360 deals and whatever else that she have signed to that label. All right. I want to get to now. This is somebody that I'm going to have to drag. And he can't walk right now. He cannot walk. He was walking. Okay. Let me give you a backstory of this person. He walked inside of the Vlad interview with Vlad. Okay. And we're talking about Boosie. Okay. Boosie, unfortunately, decided to go in a hood area, crime-infested area, knowing that his artists that he represented was gunned down, okay, was set up and gunned down on the expressway. So, but look, Boosie decided that he wanted to go to the memorial in the hood. In the hood, knowing that that's what all activity. So he went there and thought, and he got hit in his kneecap. Right up there, he had to get surgery. The bullet was up in his kneecap and all that's why they had to do surgery and all of that. And now he's in a wheelchair. So now Vlad being messy, he's making very strategically, okay, let me make sure I put out these clips because Vlad, he's going to put out 66 clips for a 30-minute interview. He's going to make sure he's going to milk it like it. He ain't like us black folks over here that release clips, 3-hour clip. No, baby. If he get an hour, you're going to see that for at least 6 months in part 66. But in one of the parts, Boosie, I just want to say this. Boosie got up on his platform and he said this, that on Vlad, he said that he's going to sue. Boosie is going to sue Mark Zuckerberg because Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Instagram and Facebook, took down Boosie Instagram page because he violated the rules over there. So he violated the rules, but he want to sue. He want to sue Mark Zuckerberg not for $1, not for $2, not for $3, not for $4. This man want to sue Facebook for how much other money that he want to sue? He want to sue Zuckerberg for $20 million. Talking about claim IG ban was racist. Boosie, badass, is taking his beef with Mark Zuckerberg to court. He says Instagram banned his account because he's black. So now he's suing over it. The Louisiana rapper claimed he was a victim of racial discrimination when IG put him in a social media timeout back in August. He said he's suing the multi-billion-dollar Facebook and Instagram owner for $20 million. Boosie told Vlad TV that Instagram ban because Boosie told Vlad TV that the IG ban caused some of his business ventures to tank. He said the 20 million figure is what he lost when he originally account his deactivated. It doesn't appear he actually filed the suit yet. Baby, ain't nobody been booking you worth $20 million. The main thing, you be in somebody's club that be smelling like piss and yoni, with a leaking roof, with Rona running rapid, that you get paid a couple of $1,000s. It ain't worth no $20 million. Who are you fooling? You try to sue Mark Zuckerberg to pay your child support, but you were the one that posted a picture that Instagram thought that was not right to have on their platform. You did that. And so now you want to sue. Now you want to sue Mark Zuckerberg? That's exactly what you want to do? That's exactly what you want to do on your platform? That you want to sue? But then if they so racist, you created another account on their platform. But this is what you went about, Boosie. While you going around doing interviews with Vlad, you should have been talking with Vlad and say, Vlad, help me with my platform, and I come on the Boosie Badass podcast or YouTube show and let me interview you, Vlad. Come on the Boosie channel and come over here on the Boosie YouTube channel. I'm gonna get the StreamYard so I could get a click and a view. But some of you celebrities go over to Vlad and you ain't building up your own media institutions. Boosie, you are famous. You should be on every single major media outlet. Don't wait till the last minute. You should have already been doing that constantly. Talking about your prison stories. Talking about you walking in and seeing men humping each other and it distraught you, but you were standing there watching. It done something to your spirit, but you was just standing there watching two hairy men humping in prison. You should have told that story on your own YouTube channel. That's one thing about us YouTubers. They may call us that we do this and that, but we smart enough to know to get a click interview. Boosie, you should have did that. But all you hiring is your homeboys that just want to be up in these clubs with you, that be around with the jewelry that y'all probably borrowing, and you don't have the real managers that's willing to take your career to the next level and take your brand to the next level. But if you would have called me, Boosie, if you'd have called Wiley, if you'd have called me and say, Wiley, can you help me? I would have schooled you, brother, and said, brother, let's stop going on Vlad and let's bring Vlad to you. Because you go on Vlad so much, he's making all the money. You ain't making nothing. Now you in the hospital, you in the wheelchair. But if you had your own platform, then you can bring your laptop and your camera, and you can get a click and a view in your hospital room. Hospital Chronicles with Boosie. That would have been lit. But you didn't do it. Because you're too busy trying to live this persona that is so outdated. You better get caught up to the times today, Boosie. Okay? And that lawsuit, I'm just going to tell you, brother, because I love you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to do with your homeboys that's smoking weed, that's probably smashing your baby mamas, allegedly. I'm going to tell you the truth. That lawsuit ain't going to go nowhere. You're going to be laughed out of court. You're gonna have to spend all. You're gonna be laughed out of court. Honestly, they're gonna literally push you out in that wheelchair out the courtroom and literally say, "Sir, you don't have enough evidence to prove." What? And the main thing I would say, but sir, if they so, why are you over there now? Why did you create another account? You should be so far gone for something that's so racist, but you over there again. But come on now, Boosie. Let's not start this. Come on, brother. Come on now. Come on now. And you on a white man platform that sucked from the coach. Come on, make it make sense. It's so much I can say, but let me move on. I can't believe that. This Boots talking about he gonna want to sue Mark Zuckerberg for how much money he want to sue him for? 20. What was it? How many millions? $20 million. He want Mark Zuckerberg to really take care of him and his whole family over his little bitty Instagram page that wasn't really getting that clout. He was getting a couple of dollars, but you should have been building your own institution. One thing that I like about Ray J, y'all. Ray J was on somebody live and he said, listen, I go on IG, I'm on all these other apps, killing it, making dope. Like he's literally on all these other platforms, really doing a great job. That is what Boosie needs to be doing. But what he do? He goes on Vlad. And you should need to be building your own platform, Boosie. That is what I'm saying. And I'm moving along, Boosie. I know it. I know you ain't gonna better handle this, but you can call me. Mm-hmm. All right, so I want to get it. It's and then we're gonna open the phone lines. I'm gonna let y'all speak, but I'm gonna get my commentary out. Casanova and G Harbor, but let me see about G Harbor. Did I say his name? G Harbor? Y'all know I'll be messing up names, but he's a Chicago rapper that is in some deep trouble with the federal government. Scamming teas as this according to the reports that are out there. I'm scrolling down so I can see what I'm going to say, but this is really something. This young man early today, G Herbert was charged in fraud case. Herb, his music promoter and other members of his crew excuse me, are accused of using stolen identification to charge more than $1 million worth of exotic services over a 4-year period, according to the Chicago Tribune. This is so sad. And people, when you out here scamming and you out here doing this type of stuff, it's going to catch up with you. All of this PPE, you taking advantage of the PPE and all of this, they're watching you. But he did release a statement, I believe, exclusively to the Shade Room, and it read this. He said, what was the statement? Continue. Herb has the legal representation in Massachusetts via Prince Label, whose team has reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Massachusetts to make arrangements for. Okay. But it's so, but what I'm hearing from the research and listening to other outlets, that they got evidence that he have been getting items and it's all dealing with fraudulent behavior. He's too young to be doing it, and he's a successful rapper. But again, a lot of these rappers they're not making that money like they used to, because once that Rona came through, it wasn't no more shows. It wasn't no more, you couldn't do no concert. Rona really took a lot of the money away from a lot of these rappers, because they can go overseas and make thousands of dollars, and they go about change. One really take care of their money. They say, oh, I got it. I'm going to just do a couple of more shows in Europe. That can't happen because Europe is they quarantine, they shutting down. So now a lot of these people, a lot of these rappers are doing criminal behavior to keep up with their image, and the federal government is sitting like CD was sitting in The Color Purple, just watch you taking notes and keeping records of it. And they will wait till you get so deep in it and then knock on your door and say, hey, we got you. You under arrest. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to attorney. If you can't afford one would be appointed to. Do you understand your rights, G Herb? I do. So I'm praying for him. You know what I'm saying? He's in my prayers. But this is just a lesson to a lot of rappers that are out here, or any artists that are out here doing fraud. They are watching you, and you will get caught, period. they're not going to keep allowing black people just take advantage of the system. Unfortunately, they're just not. They're just not going to do it. Now, with the Casanova situation, he is, I think, RICO charges, as they say, meaning that if your friends are doing something, they can tie you into it. That is why it is so important that when you become successful, even beforehand, you on your way up, make sure you distance yourself from these gang members, because they will tear you down. If you know Ray and Pookie and them is still in the hood, pushing product, and it ain't no CD or no music, it's gang activity, you need to distance yourself from them, because if you don't, if some pop off and it's a U.S. attorney that want to be taken serious or go to the next level or want to get a promotion, they will look at that and say, hey, let's get Casanova. So you could be just in it, but with that RICO stuff, with the RICO case, oh my God, that's terrible. Like, you could do something, this person, and then it could be a line, but if y'all friends, y'all take a picture, they can say y'all all was a part of that. Because that's how they was able to take down the mob. They was able to build the RICO case. So those RICO laws have passed. So you got to be very, very, very cautious on this situation. Be very, very cautious. If your friends is out here doing this, you gotta distance yourself. I know it's hurtful, but what matters, your friends or your freedom? What matters most, your friends or your freedom? What matters most, your friends or your freedom? Your freedom matters most. That is the most important thing, is your freedom. So if it's anybody in your team that can literally get you in trouble, distance yourself and cut them off and move on with your life. And you cannot have one foot into the industry and then one foot into the gang industry as a black man. And if you dark skinned looking like Casanova, they are watching you. They watch rappers, and you got to understand your history. It's out there. They say hip hop police. They say all that type of stuff. It's out there. It exists. We're going to pray for their children, their families, and we will keep you up to date on that with those two cases. Now, Young and May, Lord, I don't understand. Young and May, this really hurt my heart when I read this. I teared up when I really teared up. I'm going to be honest. I teared up because I'm hearing that it was reported that Young May was arrested. Hold on, let me make sure that I can pull it up, because I saw her. It was posted that she was arrested. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yes, they said Young May arrested for reckless driving. Young May has reportedly been arrested for reckless driving in Atlanta. According to the arrest documents obtained by the XXL on Friday, December 4th, the 28-year-old Brooklyn-born rapper was arrested by the police department for reckless driving in Atlanta earlier today. She was charged and released 2 hours after she was booked. Young May did not have to pay bail. Like, come on now. Why are you up there driving reckless, Young May? You ain't got no hits. Maybe because you ain't got no singles on there. Maybe that's driving y'all crazy. A lot of these celebrities are going reckless because people ain't paying them no mind. When nobody checking for Young May, I thought she was out there doing real estate. But, ain't nobody checking to get no real estate now. Everybody quarantined, trying to get away from the Rona. So she just doing a lot of reckless things. I don't know. Maybe her girlfriend cheated on her or something like that. I don't know. Maybe the girlfriend didn't lick the yoni right. Maybe the yoni wasn't, who knows? But what I do know is this is embarrassing, Young May. You have been doing so well. You haven't really been in no mess like that. And to see you going for reckless drivers, get it together, Young May. Get it together, my sister. Get it together. Oh my gosh. Get you a driver. If you don't know how to drive right, if you drive too reckless, invest and get you a driver, or get an Uber or a Lyft. Don't get yourself in a situation. But Young May, get it together. They are really coming out of these. They are not playing with these rappers. We are under a Republican government, and they're not playing with these rappers. People forget that. This is very conservative when it comes to that. So I understand it. But let's get into Lil' Kim. This is one artist that I love, but she have self-sabotaged her career. When she beefed with Nicki Minaj, it just destroyed Lil' Kim's career. But Lil' Kim was on. They posted it, I believe, on the Shade One, and Neighborhood Talk posted it as well. She was saying an interview, and she said, "Oh my God, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I love Megan Thee Stallion. She reminds me of me. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion and all of that. I love Megan. Megan, I love you, girl. Megan, Megan. I mean, what got me was the braids of motorsport, the Nicki Minaj motorsport braids. She had them braids all the way up, all the way down to her ankle. You know, when Nicki Minaj was on Motorsport, she had the Motorsport braids. Y'all remember that? She had the Motorsport braids and all that. So when she had to outdo Cardi, when Cardi did her version, she had to redo her voice. All this all alleged, and then she came out with the braids. So Lil' Kim came with the braids. She ain't had her face. Lil' Kim had her face as well as the braids, and they drag Lil' Kim in those comments. I don't know who is on Lil' Kim team, but ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna tell Kimmy Blanca to view a video singing Megan Thee Stallion praises with the Nicki Minaj braids. You know what I mean? Like, that just make her just get dragged. I'm so tired of Lil' Kim saying, "Oh my God, I love this person." Do a record with these people, and let's see if that love is real. Don't keep coming to me. This is like somebody coming to my show. "Wiley, I love you so much, and you a big successful person." I'm like, skip the love. Let's collaborate. You've been loving people so long. They need to resurrect your career, Lil' Kim, because your career, Kaya is above you in career-wise, and that is an insult. That should be a major insult, right? And that's shocking. I never thought I would say that, but Kaya got a little bit more clout than Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? Even though if Kaya stuff don't be working, phones be shutting down and stuff like that, she do get a little bit more clout than Lil' Kim. And then when Lil' Kim do get posted, I want to thank Megan Thee Stallion. I love her so much. Megan, lady, bam, you probably be talking trash about Megan Thee Stallion. Only reason why you love Megan Thee Stallion because Megan did a record with Cardi. You didn't say that with Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj when they did they Hot Girl Summer, when they did a record together. You didn't get up there and say how much you love Megan. You waited until Megan Thee Stallion hooked up with Cardi B and they had the #1 record of WAP. You waited for WAP to happen, and then now you love Megan. Yeah, you love her now. Baby, that's fake love if I see it. Fake as that plastic on her face. You better not believe that, Megan. If you believe that, you drunk. You put that liquor bottle down and be sober to make sure that's real love. Because it could be real. It could, it could be. It could be. But she did have on them on Nika braids, Motorsport. It did have. I saw it on there. I read the comment. I said, that do look like the Nicki Minaj braids. But that would have been Nicki having her wig on. Kim went on a whole tirade and got in a beef and just her career just went down, down, down. This is all allegedly, right? But her career, that ain't all allegedly that her career went down, because it did go down. I bought her album. Me and 3 other folks bought her album. Me and 3 other people, we bought our album. Me and 3 other folks. And I was happy. I was telling folks, she gonna sell millions, knowing that she ain't gonna sell no millions. So that grape juice they posted, shout out to that grape juice. I've been following them for years. They said, breaking news, Lil' Kim 9 sells less than 1,000 copies in the first week. With something like that, I would have literally, it said less than 1,000. She couldn't even get to the 1,000. We gonna write more. But she didn't listen. I told her, I said, listen, if Kim would have called me, all she could have did, call me on my phone and say, "Wiley, I need you to help me. Okay, I need you to help." I would have said, Kim, let's get you a YouTube channel, let's get you a blog, let's get you a book, a documentary. Let's make some noise out here first and build up your persona to this new generation. So when you release an album, they'll know to go buy it. You know what I'm saying? But not right now. And you just dropping that, girl. We forgot about you. Because Nicki just came in and just took your fan base and they forgot. And your own fans forgot about you. I don't give a darn how they post on Twitter. Twitter don't buy CDs or streams or all that. Twitter, they just be just talking. Look, him do have a fan base. All they do, and I be in them groups, they just be posting, and they don't keep it real with Kim. I be like, listen, we got to keep it real with her, and y'all got to buy her because I was one of the 6 people that bought her album. Now, a lot of y'all didn't buy it. Ain't nowhere in the world you got a beehive, and the beehive can't even bring a couple of make it a trending album. Ain't nowhere in the world I would say you have a beehive, baby. You got a roach hive. Not even a roach hive. Even roaches is a lot of roaches. You can't even say you can't even say ants. You just got nilch. You know, nilch in your pocket when you ain't got nothing. You just lint. That's about it. A little something with you. Beehive. What a bee? They all on break. I guess the bees on break. I guess all the bees is on break from Lil' Kim Beehive. I'm just saying, what it? Because they doggone true ain't buying that album. I personally believe what would help Kim's career if she come out, but she ain't gonna do it because she's bitter, just like it's a lot of some people. Some of you women, y'all understand how you get it. You get bitter. You ain't apologize nobody. You said what you said, but Kim, all she got to do is apologize to Nicki, and then once she do that, Nicki fans will go over there and support Kim. The same way when Nicki and Drake was beefing, when Drake and Nicki came together and got cool. Then everybody said, "Oh, I love you, Drake. You my best." But a couple of days when you were dragging Drake. But now that Nicki and Drake cool, now you back cool with Drake. If Kim was cool with Nicki, then y'all gonna be in y'all pink wigs. I used to be scared of the Now I put lips to the Y'all gonna be right there rapping it. All her song, go ahead, Kim. I love her. I rock with her. All that, like, come on now. Y'all so phony and fake. Y'all better wake up. I tell these people are so fake. Yeah, she should apologize and say, she said, you know what? Forgive me for saying what I was saying. Sister, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation, sister. Let's sit down and talk. Can we talk? Can we really talk? Can we talk as sisters? Let's just talk as sisters. I want to see this. I see it in my mind. I want to see Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim. I want them to go to the red table talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. Because she used to being in entanglements and all that type of stuff. I want them to go. I want Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, to go on the red table talk and try to talk about that issue and do it publicly and resolve it publicly. That will be powerful for female hip hop. But unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen because Jada probably somewhere hopping on somebody peen that's in their 20s or 30s, and you know what I'm saying, hiding it, no, allegedly. But I will tell you this, but I would love to see that. I would love to see them. Don't y'all in the chat? Do we got any Kim fans? Give me a sec. Do we got any Kim fans? Would y'all like to see that, Kim fans? Nicki fans, would y'all like to see that? Any Nicki fans, would y'all like to see that? So y'all said it's not happening. I could send Nicki a voice note and ask Nicki would she do it, but she probably in the bushes watching. So what did y'all think? Unicorns. Is that what they post? The unicorns. What y'all think? You think they should do a red table talk, or they should do a versus battle? What do y'all think? Because I gotta be cautious with Nicki fan. They so sensitive. You can't say nothing, baby. You can't even say Nicki got a wrinkle in her shirt. Oh, Wiley, so I'll be very cautious. What do y'all want to say? Do y'all want to see that Nicki Minaj fans? Okay, the barbs. Do y'all want to see that? I said the unicorns. They the barbs. Yeah, the barbs. What y'all want to see? Okay, barbs. Okay. I'm gonna have to call my mentor. And say, I'm gonna have to call. Don't worry, I'll call my mentor and ask her. I'm gonna have to call my mentor Tasha, and she said, so I talked to Nicki, and Nicki said she's going to talk to Lil' Kim, and they're going to be on the red table talk. All right, Okay, all right. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's start right there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, but yeah, I understand. It probably would be best if Kim would go against Foxy Brown. I understand that, but I just had to say that. All right. NBA YoungBoy. Mm. Oh God, how do you pronounce her name? Is it Yaya? Floyd Mayweather daughter. Is it Yaya or Yaya? Is it Yaya? I think it's Yaya. Is it Yaya? Can somebody help me? Is it Yaya? You know, NBA YoungBoy and Yaya. Because Yaya, I think it's Yaya. Or is it Haya? Is it Yaya? Is it Yaya? Wait a minute. Wait, what is her name? Wait, so it's Yaya? Okay, Yaya. So NBA YoungBoy and Yaya. So Yaya was on her Instagram listening to a song of Keisha Cole. She was listening to a song of Keisha Cole, I Should Have Cheated or something, because NBA YoungBoy got him another girlfriend, and Yaya is pregnant by NBA YoungBoy, but that's the same Yaya that stabbed one of NBA YoungBoy's girl allegedly, and she had to go to jail and get bailed out. So it's just a lot of things. But Yaya, Hiya. What do you think was going to happen when you got a man that probably smell like Newport 100 and weed and got a peen and he's young and he's feeling himself, and you think y'all gonna be settled? Y'all too young to be settled. He gonna screw. God give you 20, y'all 20s, and so to be screwing to get it in your 20s and everything. Then he said when you get old, settle down. Yeah, I think did he say that? Did he say get it in your 20s, and then when you get old, sit down somewhere? Is that in there? I don't know, but in your 20s, you get it in. You don't want to settle down and marry to you, Yaya. You gave up the cookies. You gave up the yoni. You gave it up. So once he got a piece of that Yaya cookie or Yaya, you know, the cake or the yoni and all that, he moving on to something else. You should have hold out on the Yaya and the yoni. You should have hold out on that. So, and you know what I'm saying? Then that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I can look at NBA YoungBoy and tell this man ain't faithful. He looked disturbed, in my humble opinion. You know, he's a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my humble opinion. When I look at some of his pictures, he be going through, he be posting online. He be looking, I'll be like, Lord, I'll be have to pray. And good God, I go in deep prayer and all that. But he probably got some good, but that's what I'm saying. He probably got some good. He probably got some good. That's why he probably got. He he a rapper. He probably talk rough. He probably got some good. So yeah, so Yaya, I'll be hypnotized too for some NBA if that thing is good. But I heard, so sometimes you can be, you know, peenmatized. You could be peenmatized. Some of y'all been peenmatized before. Yeah, so he probably got some good. He probably give you that good old angry, nasty hump. He probably that angry, nasty, he just rap to the yoni. And it's hard to get away when he rapping to it. And it's hard when you got you a thug in the street and looking rough. Like it's kind of hard to get away from that. I've been there before, I've been there before. You know, good pee to make you want to stab somebody. It does. When you get some good rough pee, good pee. You know, when I was into pee, I ain't into pee no more at this moment. But when I was into pee, yeah. You it does something to your spirit when that good pressure, if it's good, and it make it blah, blah, blah. You know, when it gets like that, yeah, I understand, Yaya, and some of the women, y'all understand. So don't judge Yaya when y'all over here, y'all be over y'all baby daddy and baby, please don't leave me. All that. Don't act like y'all want Yaya at one point. Okay. NBA YoungBoy probably got a big old thing down there. Who knows? I don't know. I've never seen it. But Yaya probably really want that Hey, yeah. That's why some people that ain't good, into it. He probably prays to all evil spirits down there. Ain't nothing like that evil pink, like that evil, like you possessed type of pink. Ain't nothing like that when you like, when they look like this, when the eyes like cross and all like that, then the sweat get the dripping. You hear the rap music, you got the Newports and the weeds, guys are smoking all that. So it's hard to get away from that. It's hard. So yeah. That probably NBA YoungBoy probably was probably her first. She's young. We gonna have to pray for Yaya. Pray for Yaya, and I think that's Floyd Mayweather. Karma for him beating on other women allegedly, and now his daughter is getting her yoni beat on, and now she's getting cheated on. So that's probably Floyd Mayweather's karma, and it's had to live through Yaya. That's why parents do good, because you don't want your kids to be having that karma and all that type of stuff. We gonna pray, we gonna pray for Yaya. Yeah. You just be honest. If yeah. NBA YoungBoy, stop cheating on Yaya. You need to stop doing that. You was with Yaya. Go on and stay with Yaya. But Yaya, that's kind of crazy. She got all that money. See, Yaya she ain't broke. She got a lot of money, but her mind up there. It doesn't matter about how much money you got in your bank account. It's what your mental capacity is. And mentally, she think that he's the only one that hits the world around. But baby, you keep living, Yaya. Get about 30 or 40. You'll move on. You'll forget about the N, the B, the A, and the young, and the boy. Okay? You'll forget about him. You keep living, Yaya. Okay? And I definitely, if you want to call me and we can chit chat, I could drop your link. I don't know if Yaya is in here. Is Yaya in the chat? Hold up. Give me a second. I'm going to have to use my sock to get this sweat off. Is Yaya in the chat? I don't want to move too quickly. Do we got Yaya? Is she in the bushes? Is she in the bushes? Because we can send her a link. We can bump a link in there. We can bump a link right up. We can drop a link. Is she in the bushes? I thought somebody said she was in the bushes. Is she up in the bushes? We can drop her a link. Okay. All right. I thought y'all said she was up in the bushes. We'll drop her a link. So if she up there, tell her to hit the link. So we're gonna get into Rihanna. And hold up. I think Rihanna, ASAP, Rocky, they're saying that there are, went on a romantic, they said they're a couple now. They said it was out Wednesday night in New York City, both bundled up in huge winter jackets. They also covered their faces with masks, but that's more about the pandemic and New York City's mask mandate than the temperature. They probably thought it will help keep them concealed from the photos, but no to avail. So Rihanna is that way. Now, I hope you ain't covering no black eyes, Rihanna. Now, hold on, Rihanna. Let's make sure we check her face. Make sure you check her face, because I don't want her to have no black eyes or anything like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Rocky and ASAP Rocky is all that. We do need to do a head and toe assessment of that. But I will tell you this: if they cool, they cool. Just ASAP Rocky. Only thing you should be hitting is the yoni, and you better not be hitting her face and do damage to her, stuff like that. Okay? She experienced that too much from Chris Brown, so you keep your hands to her unless you know what I'm saying. So don't be doing that. I love Rihanna. She's a great successful person, but I guess she wants this to come out publicly, because if you out there with some ugly jackets they got on, but I shouldn't have said ugly jackets. But them jackets I wouldn't wear. Okay, my publicist is right here. What do you want me to say? Oh, them jackets that they got on is something I will not wear. It's just not my type of jackets. But I like saying them some ugly jackets. Okay. I got a new publicist. She right here looking at me. She said I shouldn't have said ugly jackets. Okay, they're just not them. Okay, but yes, I see y'all in the bushes and stuff like that. But again, I will tell you this: domestic violence is nothing to joke about. Nothing to joke about. But Rihanna, that's nothing to joke about. We love Rihanna, y'all. That ain't nothing to joke about. Golly, you see, I'm about to that ain't. That ain't nothing to joke about. But when I wrote the joke down, you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, y'all. We sat in the writer's room and I was writing these jokes down. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. It was the jackets that was funny. I should have focused. Yeah, that's what I should have did. I should have focused on the jackets because them jackets is a hot mess. Them some ugly jackets. I'm telling you, Rihanna and we sorry about the face show, but I gotta stay on them to ASAP. Right, you got too much money to be wearing them flea market jackets, them thrifty store jackets. Who you trying to fool somewhere? Please stop doing this. Stop trying to act like you so humble and poor. Get some expensive. That's some ugly. I look from the distance. Them some ugly jackets, but it's okay. What they trying to have for? We don't care that y'all dating. Y'all in New York City with it's so many cases of Rona. You think people care that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky is dating? We don't give a darn. What the people really want for Rihanna is an album. That's what they want. That's what they want. We want an album for Rihanna. We don't want to see her on the red carpet doing fashion shows. We seen it, boom, boom, boom. We want a new album. We want another California King bed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want a new album. That's what we want. That's what I think the last time she had an album, I was in Chicago in that apartment. I had an apartment in Chicago. That apartment was so infested with bed bugs and it was eating me up. But it was a cheap apartment and I knew it was cheap because it was somebody left their couch. And I was in that apartment and them bed bugs ate me up in that apartment. But Rihanna dropped her album and all I was listening to was Rihanna and getting ate up by bed bugs. That was then. But I will open up the lines and allow y'all to call in. But I got to talk about Jaguar Wright and Storm Monroe. So Storm Monroe finally responded to Jaguar Wright last night because everybody was like, when is Storm going to respond? Because Jaguar Wright went on the Chitlin circuit, went on a press tour with her pastor friend, and she just was going everywhere, right? She went one way. She was rushing so bad. I guess she was eating some chicken and grease was all on the phone when she went on one appearance. So she been going on all these shows just trying to talk trash about stuff, just trashing. I telling you, the reason why I went on Tasha's show is because we're going to be better than Armand. I'm telling you, they wanted me to go on Storm's show to get back at Armand. That's what Tasha, she called me and she said, Jaguar, I apologize to you. And they brought me over there to get back at Armand. That's what happened. So, Jaguar, she said all this stuff. Then finally Storm came out in his Burger King crown. He came out in his Burger King crown. It was about 11,000 some odd people in the chat. I mean, that chat was going through it. He said, I don't care nothing about you P word, H words. I'm in another lane. Let me tell you, Jaguar, right? I was there for you. You mess up your bag. You could have had a good bag, Jaguar. But you gonna come at me? It was the storm chasers that reached out to you, Jaguar. It was my storm chasers. If you wanted a hotel room, I could have got you a Hilton hotel room. You messed up a bag. I interviewed Roseanne. I was really, really getting into Storm dynamics, laughing at everything. And then she said, with the cigarette, Storm, I want you to come to my house. I want your address, Storm. Storm, why did you give me your address? I wanted the Nation of Islam to come protect you from Clyde Davis. Storm. That's why I wanted your address. But is there any way we could be in the same room? I'm like, when he said that, I'm like, what? Did she say coming? You better not be in a room with her. You better not be in the same room with a woman that come out with allegations every other day Ain't nowhere in the world that I'm gonna be up in the room with her. Now, when it's surrounded with security, hospital, doctors, I ain't in no same room with a woman that's got allegations. You got to be very cautious of all that type of stuff. That didn't sound right. And Storm, I want to know, why did you give me your P.O. box and not your address, Storm? Because Clyde Davis, I'm telling you, Storm, you might not believe it, but Clyde, he's watching you, Storm, because you interviewed me. You broke the story. And Storm gave her the P.O. box. Storm ain't stupid. And Jaguar, according to Storm, Jaguar invited. According to Storm, Jaguar invited him to the wedding, to her wedding. Where they gonna have that wedding at? I don't understand broke folk that can't get a McGriddle bill. Go try to have a wedding. Your priority set up. If you literally can't afford a McGriddle bill, where y'all gonna have a wedding? Out there in the street? Out there in somebody's alley? Because where you gonna have a wedding? But Jaguar invited him to the wedding, all of this, and getting the receipts. And then, Storm was like, and then she had the audacity to try to hook me up with a 55-year-old man. And I just like, when Storm said, I said, what did he just say? She tried to hook me up with a 55-year-old man with that Burger King crown he had on. 55. Storm, I want you to meet somebody. This is my friend. I didn't know if you were bi or not, Storm, but I want you to meet him. He know Clyde David. He could take you places. Because she thought that Storm was bi. And I was shocked that Storm brought it up. But Storm, I'm glad you did, because it was comical. The way how you brought it up, the man being 55, but if she's staying in a retirement home, the man could have been 65 because she's staying in a retirement home, right? So I think it's this woman. I can't believe that. But the reason why I think Storm dealt with all of that is because he saw the bag in Jaguar Wright. Period. And he said, I'm about my bag. I'm about my paper. And if you know anything about Storm Monroe, he's about his bag. He's about his paper. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I think the issue with Jaguar Wright went at is, according to Storm, is that when Tasha was at a restaurant and they were at a restaurant, and then he said that Jaguar went to other platforms. And my thing is this. I'm still like, Jaguar, she know what she did. She was throwing out shots. Now, many people were dragging Storm. She didn't drag you because they're so used to Jaguar Wright cuss and all that, but they don't see the sneaky side of Jaguar Wright. And the sneaky side of her creating division is when she went on other platforms and saying, see, Storm, they interviewed to get back at Armand. She kept name dropping other bloggers, saying that Tasha and Storm were working together to take down, working together to try to take down the Mob Weekend Show. And Storm came out and said, listen, it was his Storm Chase that got the interview, and they had a conversation. So a lot of people were upset at Storm. Oh my gosh, Storm, why would you do that? It was a trend. It was a trending topic. When Tasha K released the tape, he had a right to respond. You may not like his message or his delivery or whatever the case may be, but Jaguar Wright have said some nasty things about people. And when you're trying to target someone's brand like Storm in their relationship, saying that he was working together to trying to take another blogger down, trying to create division, that was an issue. And you can't tell a person, well, you should have responded like that. Let somebody will say something to you and make your brand feel less than, and throwing out subliminal shots or throwing up type of shot. How would you feel, right? So he responded. The people kept saying they ain't like it, but you was in there, you were watching all the time, so you obviously love what he was saying. Because I watched the beginning, middle, and end. Of course, with the Mob Wiggin piece, of course he went live. Y'all pray for Mob Wiggins. He had to get surgery. He had a big old juicy bunion on his foot, and the doctors had to remove a big juicy thick, crusty bunion, and they had to put screws in his foot. So he had a big, crusty bunion on his pinky. Was the pinky toe? What? I had my notes. What page was it on the pinky toe? But he had a big, crusty bunion, and they had to remove it and put the screws in there, and he was in there. But he did took time out and he responded because he said that what's oh my gosh, and I love her. He said that Nicki at Night was calling him. This is what he said on station. He said Nicki at Night called him. Nicki at Night, and he said that his boyfriend said, "Baby, don't look at your phone because you're being dragged. They're being dragged, with James Wright Chanel and all that stuff." But then Ahmad Wiggins said this in his show. He said, "Listen, when I received those emails, when I think he said a year or 2 years ago. I believe he said a year ago. When I received the emails, he said he called James and said, you need to do something about this. I don't know what this about. He left it alone because he did say he reached out to James and they had a conversation. But then he proceeded to drag people. And then Ahmad Wiggins up in his bed, recovering from a bunion removal from his pinky toe or his big toe. I don't know which toes it was. He wanted to throw shots. I don't know why I attract psychos. Coming from a man that just got a big old bunion released from his leg. Like, come on. Like, this, he was just throwing shots. I don't have to promote other bloggers if I don't want to. So they were name dropping other blogger, this other blogs. And y'all gonna stop naming that because I don't have a beef. She was throwing out shots to me. And that's the why I said what I said, because I saw that she was playing the fence and I didn't like it. And I wanted to be cool with her, but I saw how she operates because she want to build her channel. Because these psychos, like he was really calling us psychos. I'm like, what the world? You must not be in that much pain getting your pinky toe removed. I mean, hold up, not the pinky toe, getting the bunion off the bunion off the bunion removed. You must not be in that much pain because you up there just throwing shots, up there do all that. Get up off that bed, get in that wheelchair, hit that live button, and go live and talk your mess. And then he was like, okay, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta take my pill and go to bed. But you just got through talking about people with pills. Talking about these weirdos need to take their pills. They not on their medication. And y'all so entertained by that. But guess what you had to do? Because you was in pain. You had to take your medication. See, that's what I'm saying. He was talking about, oh, well, yeah, y'all would take y'all med. And guess what he had to do? Take his medication so he can go to sleep. Now, he said the weirdos need to take their medication because they manic and they up and they do all these shows and they take their medicine so they can go to sleep. But then at the end of the line, he was that bunion on them screws and foot. It was in so much pain. He was in pain and suffering that he had to his medicine to get off the air. You can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. Oh gosh, y'all, you can't make this up. That was pure comedy. I mean, he was dragging us psychos. Like he was dragging y'all. They need to take their medicine, but at the end of the live, oh yeah, I gotta go. I gotta take my medicine. Go to bed. I'm in pain. You in pain. You know all that dragging. You're supposed to be healing, not going on station head trying to talk mess. Heal your broken bones. Heal that pinky toe. I'm just saying. And while he talking, I'm gonna take my pills. What my pills at? Okay, I'm gonna take my pill and everything like that. All right. So Definitely take buys, okay? All right. I gotta take buys out Brexit. You know, okay. I took mine. All right, so I'm gonna open up the phone lines. All right, I'm gonna open up the phone lines for that. So he's gonna get better, and like I said, it is what it is, and everything like that. And he always say, and he said he was on the phone. He said he was on the phone with Nick at night, and he said, Nick, I was like, why are we still responding to these people? Why are we still indulging with these people? And then Nick, she will lie because and she started talking about the mess that they called the smaller YouTube we're talking about yesterday. She was talking about that on her live today. But you had a conversation with Armand that this is such a big problem and all of this and this ain't right. But you sure was on your live talking about it. You was on you. I'm just saying. Don't be mad at me. You was in that live talking about the situation. See, y'all blogs when you have integrity, it's just some stories that I'm not gonna touch. But you went on and you repeated the whole story with a lady that was a ghost. We ain't seen her picture. We ain't seen how she looked. Only thing we heard of her, it was a smoke detector. But you went on and took that story. So don't act like you don't take stories that may or may not be true. I'm just saying. So she pretty much was talking about the situation. She was talking about it. I heard it with my own. I'm like, oh, okay. And just because y'all don't say people names and all that stuff, they know exactly who you're talking about. These people, they know because they be in every chat. I'm not coming for nobody. I'm just giving an opinion. I'm just giving an opinion. I'm literally just giving a opinion about the situation. Don't try to discredit us I don't like to say smaller YouTubers because you shouldn't say that. I think the politically correct word should be politically correct YouTubers. I mean, not politically correct. I think the politically correct term should be up and coming YouTubers, right? I think that's a good term. Would y'all like that? Is that a better term? Is that a better term? Politically correct YouTubers. Is that a better term? Politically correct YouTubers. I mean, not politically correct. Up and coming YouTubers. Up and coming YouTubers. That's the better term that you should use. Up and coming YouTubers. Instead of saying, hey, small YouTubers. But compared to some of these massive white YouTubers that got millions on top of millions, y'all are considered small too if we gonna keep it real. You know, so let's just be very clear with that. So let me say that okay. Give me a second, you guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna open up the phone lines now. That's what I have to say. That's what I have to say. Okay. Up and coming YouTubers sounds better, right? It sounds better. Yeah, it really does. All right. Not foot wiggins. But he the one that be doing this. But then this the thing. We can't respond. We gotta sit on the sidelines. Well, why you having my and the my crew? And like you can just sit here and just do all the talking. The people are talking, but we can't say nothing at all. We can't say nothing at all. We just gotta hush, and y'all gonna say, no, we have a right to have an opinion, and you don't like it, you don't have to consume it. And he kept saying this though, and you gotta stop saying that. Y'all need to stop supporting these type of people, engaging in that type. You can't stop people from supporting a movement of people that is up and coming. Period. You can't stop people that way in that sense, saying like y'all shouldn't indulge with these maniacs, and you was using, no, I think he said psychos. Okay, y'all. Oh, wow. Let's go. And I was on Millie's show today. Shout out to Millie for Mob Radio. I was on Millie's show today. Shout out to the Mob. And the number one show on station here, and I love her show in the morning. I feel like I'm on Wendy Williams. She said, I'll call it. And I just so happened to have the break to call in. So I call in and we talked about some things during that live. And every time that I make an appearance or I make a statement or come out and say he will go live, Mr. Wiggins, and he would make these cycles and this and that and that. People are coming up and you're not going to be able to decide. But Justin J, wow. He my Wiggins missed in Justin J. He missed it. He mentioned the King of Reeds. Because this is in my notes. He mentioned the King of Reeds. He said, why is the King of Reeds so angry? And Ahmad Wiggins said, quote, I thought me and the King of Reeds were cool. I don't know what he's so angry. And then he said the King of Reeds don't even like God. That's what he said. I'm like, what do the King of Reeds, Justin J, got to do with your bunion getting removed? I just don't know. I just don't know. Like when he said that, when he said, because he said, I know he be watching me because he always throwing subliminal shots. Woo, you can't make this, baby. I be entertained. I don't know about y'all. I be sending these people bushes, getting my key. I be laughing so much, snot just be coming out. I be watering. I literally, this is pure comedy. I'm like, what? He just said his name. All right, so in that piece, and so that was the reason. So we will open up the phone lines, allow y'all to speak because I talked enough. We didn't throw no shade at Nick or anything like. It's no shade. Again, I like Nick, and Nick know how I operate. I keep my distance from the chat because I mean personally, the reason I don't go into people's chat is because I try to be cautious on where I go because I don't want to cause confusion in the chat, right? And then sometimes it take away from me to listen to the program. Only reason I goes on my radio station is because her people is different. They're engaged.
Your show is scheduled to start in 29 seconds.
And, it's just different. It's just different over there. It's like it's a club. Like I was like, it's like a club. Like, hey, Wiley, you been talking mess, Wiley, and this why? Because some days the mob be the fans, the supporters be with Wiley, but when Wiley say
your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4,
they
3,
will drag.
2,
that's one thing about
1.
that. Like they will, and they are engaging. They will call in. They will have these conversations. So, so I will go into the chat and show love, but most of the time I just listen because I like to listen to Millie's voice. Millie she's entertaining. I love her voice. She's an amazing storyteller. Oh my gosh, she's just an amazing storyteller. But she said something. She was like, why can't us people like come together and like work together? Let me put the number on the screen for the people. She said we can make money. Even if you don't like a person, don't let nobody mess up your money because I'm not gonna let nobody mess up my money. And I said that's actually a great point of what she brought up. But if y'all want to go check that out, make sure y'all go check that out because I was over there this morning. Yes, I was. And shout out to the people that when I go over to my radio, my DMs, when they want to they said Paige and Wiley, they said where Wiley at, baby, my text messages be booming. You'd think I'm famous or something. Like it was like, Wiley, where you at? I said, oh, I gotta make an appearance. All right, we got if you want to call in, make sure you all subscribe to the show. You can subscribe now. It is free. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the new subscribers. And thank you so very much for talking to us and connecting with us in the comments. So I want to bring a caller on. So if anybody want to call in, we will allow the callers to call in. Okay. All right. Give me a second. 0653.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley. What you call it? YouTube just been lit lately. I'm telling you, y'all didn't have YouTube lit all week. It's on fire. It was Kyle and Mob Radio. Then Tasha K pulled that bullshit. She tried to give you that exclusive interview. Then we heard the recording and it was full of shit. Jaguar sound crazy as hell. I was like, ooh wee. Storm Monroe got dragged into it. Then all of that, I get online, I get on YouTube. Now Sunny TV done popped up out of the bushes. I said, where this shit been? I ain't heard no Sunny TV in about a year. And now she came, she reading Sean Davy Way. She talking, I don't like how she talk about his gaps because her two just spaced out. And her too, but that's another story.
Right.
And I was like, it's just lit. And Boosie talking about he's suing Facebook and Instagram for $250 million, but he settled out in court for $250 in a jawbreaker. I said, it's crazy out in these streets. I'm telling you. Oh, wait.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I heard. Hold on. I got to throw this in there, too. Wiley was on station head cussing. I said, I ain't never heard no Wiley cuss. I was entertained.
Was I cussing? Was I cussing?
I was entertained. I said, oh, yeah. I said, y'all got it lit this week, baby. I'm telling you.
Oh, damn. You heard me cussing early in the morning. It was too early to do all that cussing. I didn't even have no breakfast yet.
I think the first cuss, it probably was nigga or something. And I said, hey, Wiley. And then I kept listening. I said, what? I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
I'm unfiltered on my show on station here. Like people, like it's the episode we got up there, baby. I'm still getting reviews on that episode. I do a lot. They said, Wiley, we love that version. I just love having different versions for another app. So on station, I'm very unfiltered.
You know why I like that? Because you don't cuss on your show.
Right.
So it's not like we listening to somebody that's cussing all the time. This is rare. This
right.
is once every blue moon. So it's cool. I'm like, I like that. But you keep doing what you do.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
Now. I'm gonna let someone else call in.
Okay now. Okay. Let's go to the next caller because it was early too. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey Wally, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say this and keep it short. Tasha K, Armand Wiggins, and Storm Monroe, you act just like them. I mean, you sound, when you. I'm not saying nothing smart about it. It's a good thing. I'm not saying anything bad. Hello?
I'm listening to your point.
No, I'm saying I'm not seeing anything bad or anything, but you sound like them. Are you trying to be like them?
Oh, ma'am. I was doing a comedy. People would laugh. I'm not trying to be like them. I'm trying to be the best Brother Wiley I can be, sister. I'm not trying to be like them. My purpose is to entertain you. Sister, I want to tell you, sister, relax. This is just entertainment. This not...
No,
you won't relax. This is what it is to get a good old laugh. You can't do. When the last time you went to a comedy show?
I haven't, Wally, in a long time.
You got to go whenever we can open it back up. Go to a comedy show and do all that because you so tighten up. You got to loosen up a little bit.
Now you want to be sarcastic?
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you,
huh?
Just to loosen up. I'm not sarcastic. I'm just saying you have to loosen up, but I ain't trying to be sarcastic. But go ahead. What's your other point?
I have a knot stopper.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, I have a knot stopper. It stops knots from growing.
Oh, okay. I thought that was something else, like I thought that was like a toy, adult toy. When you say you have a knot stopper,
No.
I'm like, what's that?
A knot stopper. It stops you from getting knots.
Okay.
It's called knot juice.
Okay. All right. Well, we thank you so much for calling in, sister. Thank you.
I'll take care of that knot.
Okay. You see how she loosen up? Loosen up. Not juice. I thought she's oh, she talking about not on my head. Okay. Oh, we love that caller. 2466 calling on air.
Yes, Wally.
Yes. Go ahead.
Well, I'm the child that James.
You the what? What? Bye bye. Ciao. Go so well with all that. You the what? Well, you don't even sound like a child, grown man. Take that to your parents, child. Get your authorities involved. Okay, can I get my statement, Karen? Is you there? Wake up, Karen. Okay, give me the statement that we got to read today. Yes, anything that you're dealing with, anything, please. The Wiley Show is not the authorities. The Wiley Show is a platform. We're here for clicks and views and cackles and laughs. If you have anything that is going on that is serious, please take it to the authorities and everything. The Wiley Show is a place where we sit and laugh and have conversations, but we cannot take any of those type of stories, not today, not tomorrow, and not even next week. Please take it to the authorities. This is not the authorities or anything like that. Thank you, and continue to enjoy the show. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Karen. Thank you. We got a new intern. She wrote that out to me this morning. Okay. These people, child, you take that somewhere else. I see. It's something I want to say about this though. And I reached. Okay, let me get this last call, and I'm gonna get my point. What I want to say. Anonymous, you live on air. Hello, you live on the air. Anonymous. Hello? Yes, you live on the Wiley Show.
Why?
Yes.
You know what?
Can you speak up in the phone, sister?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you know what? My Millie ain't shit just like you with her double.
Oh, what? See, but let me tell you this. Be with you, sister. You be blessed. You be blessed. I'm gonna take a good old to be blessed. But yeah, let me get this last call on and I'm gonna finish what I got to say. Anonymous, you live on air. Okay, hello. Pick up in the phone, sister. Okay, yeah. Hello. Okay, I guess you ain't ready. All right, so I did reach out to James again. And me and James have we had a conversation. Give me a second, you guys. I want to read it because I reached out to James. Yes, I did. I reached out to James and I responded to him. I said, I got your back. That's what I said. And at 12:36 a.m., he said, why would she lie like that? I don't know. Even know her. That's what he said. I responded with, quote, she's extremely crazy. I'm telling. She is shopping around a story to get you to respond. Then I left him a voice note and I said, I wish this wasn't posted. I'm a great person to everyone. I left him another voice note and I said, and then James said this, I never ever met her. And I'm going to just read it how he wrote it. And never lived on the East Coast. And then I responded with this. I heard you. She talking about y'all was at Patty house. And I responded with this as well and said she is crazy. And James responded with this. Never seen her at Patty. And to be honest, we all know when I met Patti LaBelle for the first time, it was publicized. So why would she lie and say back in the day? And I said this to James, because she is addicted on lying on people. And James Wright Chanel responded with, he said, W.E., I'm praying for her. I guess he meant to say, well, I'm praying for her. And I responded with this. And I was messing up too. I said, she pray and mental health resource. Oh, I corrected it. She need prayer and mental health resources. And James Wright Chanel said, wow. I said, yep. It's so sad. I am hurt. You are being dragged in this mess. And then James Wright Chanel responded, listen, God is in control. I said, amen. And I allowed him to handle all battles. That's what James said. And he said, yes, he is. And then I said this, yes, he is. Are you going to respond publicly? And then he responded, to debunk her live. Not my battle, just my name. And I responded, I understand, bro. Thank you for responding. But just know, people know Jaguar is a liar. And then James responded to me. He said, quote, sometimes we have to learn how to let people get in the ring by themselves. And I responded, well, amen to that. Also, congratulations on making it on Fox Soul. And James Wright Chanel responded, we have to learn how to sit back and watch. Thanks, love. I said, no problem. Keep up the good work. I will. And that's how I responded to James Wright. So I have those receipts, right? And and it's so sad because they were literally, like I said earlier on Millie's show today, they were literally in the chat posting in James' comments, and he had to turn his comments off. They were being very messy. Then after that, they were trying to go to Claudia Jordan page and start posting it because they found it because he had posted something about his appearance on Fox Soul. So they started dragging the mess in that post. And then some of them started to go over to Claudia Jordan's page and posting stuff. Because I saw them over there, some people, some trolls over there posting some stuff. So it's crazy. It's really, 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 really crazy. And it's not entirely like she definitely needs to get help. And you definitely do that. So, you know, it's really, because I do remember when Patty reached out to James publicly, you know, they had the conversation at her home, because if you can go back to that Patty debacle, Patty LaBelle was starting to get dragged because people were starting to drag Patty. It was like, hey, why are you not giving James Wright Chanel credit or money for promoting your pies? Because he helped you get it. And then she said, no, he did. It was my pies. It was me. And then once she had to clean up her image, I guess she talked to her PR people or whatever, she invited James to her home, and she also purchased and gave James some items. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? I remember that. I think she bought James a coat or a purse or a bag or something like that. But if I was James Wright Chanel lawyer or manager, we want some equity in Walmart. That's what I want. You can keep the bag. Give me some equity in Walmart. But that was that piece. So Jaguar is alleging that she was there when Patty was like, that Jaguar was right there with her Newports. So Jaguar is alleging that she was in the house with Patty when James came to that Patty. That Jaguar was there with her Newport. That's what she alleging, that she was at Aunt Patty's house. I'm telling y'all, this stuff is crazy. And the only reason why I'm talking about it is because it's news. She said she was at the Patty dude at Aunt Patty's house. She said she was at Aunt Patty's house. So if that was me, I said it when I had a platform there, but it wasn't nobody watching. So I'll repeat what I said. I said, if I help you go viral selling your pies, you better give me a coin too. Give me a couple of, at least $2-3 million, or do what Boosie want, $20 million. Now, I ain't gonna say what Boosie want. That's a little bit too much. $2 million would do James Wright Chanel good. That man should be, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know there's some old T is old Wiley, but I right is right. That brother should be a multi-millionaire. I'm keeping it real. James Wright Chanel should be a multi-millionaire, because what he put out to make them pies and make people rush in them stores to get those pies, those Patty pies. My uncle got a Patty pie. Patty, I said, Bishop, where you going? I'm going to get me a Patty pie. I said, what? Give me a Patty. Can I get a Patty pie too? Do you got some? No, I ain't got no money, Pastor. You can pay for it. And we went, I think we went to Walmart, got us a Patty pie. Didn't we? I can't call it because we ain't saying eye to eye right now. But yeah, he got the Patty pie. And that was when I was in Chicago. So this is how far this go back. I was in Chicago. I was there good. I was in Chicago. I was in the church eating chicken and fried fish, and we were talking about it in the church about the patty pie because it went viral. I remember that. But James Wright Chanel should be a multimillionaire. Let's do a poll in the chat. How many people agree that James Wright Chanel should be a multimillionaire? How many people believe that he should be a multimillionaire? Because helping people rush and get those pies. Press 1 if you believe that Patty should have gave him a couple of million. Press 2, no. You don't agree with that. Press 1, you think Patty should have gave him a couple of $1 million. Excuse me, a couple of $1 million. Press 2, no. So comment below in the chat and get some of that situation. So that's what it, because a lot of people didn't know who James Wright Chanel was. James Wright Chanel is the guy that literally helped Patty sell those pies. And do you know, this recent Thanksgiving, people are still getting them pies? This previous Thanksgiving, she was selling so many pies per hour. And James Wright Chanel should get a piece of the pie. You better come on. I'm preaching here. That just dropped in my It's dropped in my spirit. He should have got a piece of the pie. Okay? Not no Birkin bag on no purse. Give me the moolah and the money. Okay? Okay, well, that's what I have to say here. That's what people don't like my show and stuff like that, because I keep it real with my audience, because I just thought about that. I'm like, man, he should be a millionaire, in my humble opinion. All right, so we got a lot of callers here. All right, give me a second. All right, Anonymous, you live on air. All right, we're going to the next caller. Okay, we'll bring this one on, then we'll close. 0287, caller, you on air. Okay.
Hello.
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 Hey.
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, Wiley. How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, okay. I just have a question. Why do you feel like this guy should be a multimillionaire off of Patty's pies?
Okay.
I just don't feel like he deserved that. I mean, I understand he should get something, but he makes the pies and the recipes. I don't think he deserves that.
Well, I would say this, that she should have paid for marketing, because he helped push people in those stores to get those pies off of his review. I think he should have got a check, is what I'm saying.
I do agree that him doing the review and just his personality and the way he
How would you
showcased
feel,
it,
ma'am,
and
if
it
you
going
promote
viral,
something in your
it
home
catapulted?
and they make millions? How would you feel if you in your home, in your kitchen, you eating your pie or your cake, and instantly it makes Whoopi Goldberg a millionaire? How would you feel? Would you just take the bag and go home happy?
Yeah, but that's part of his job of what he's doing. He reviews food.
I'm just saying, but how would you feel? How would you feel if you would help?
I would probably feel like, damn, I helped that pie go viral, and then I would go into discussions, maybe see about becoming a spokesperson, or, see what I could get into because with that person, because I helped catapult it. But to say, just because I reviewed their pies, look how many people review restaurants, review food, and review stuff. They don't get anything out of that.
But in this case,
because a lot of times you don't know if it's going to catapult or not. That review didn't have to go that way, but it did. But so you're saying every time somebody reviews something and they get coverage for it, then they deserve to get a check for it.
I do believe they deserve to get an equity of it. No, if in this case, if it's so successful, you should give that person a nice piece of coin, $3.5 million and 66 cents. That's what I think. That's what my
said $3.5 million.
and 66 cents.
Well,
Absolutely.
Well, Wiley, I want you to go get you a recipe and cook something so I can review it. Because I'm gonna come for my check then. Right?
All right, I feel you on that. You're right about that. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Good night.
All right, bye. Good night. But I do remember that. So because a lot of people, they were confused about who was the person. So that was the situation. So I will open up the lines. We got a couple of people here. Let's see. Anonymous, you live on the air. Hello.
Hello, Wally.
Yes.
Hi. How are you?
Great.
Well, I don't think that James should have per se got a monetary value off of, and I don't really want to turn it into that for promoting the pies. However, I think that because of his review and because of him being in the spotlight, he's been rewarded in other ways, being able to hang out with megastars, being able to be on reality shows. So I think his blessings came a different way. Oftentimes we want our blessings to be monetary, and that may not be the case all the time. So I think, his appearances as a celebrity in certain places, his appearances on reality shows, and him just being a so-called public figure due to his review of the pie, I think it was a good enough reward.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much, sister.
I still think he was rewarded. You know what I mean?
You still think so?
And we don't know his bank account because, and we don't know if they had a deal or not. But I do think that he did reap some rewards of being able to do that, because now a lot of people recognize who he are. Hence the scandal.
Yeah, and to me it's so sad. But if I were James, I would say like, man, who could be out here doing this? What, you know what I mean? In a sense, they make you question, because I don't think if it's true that Amawa gets called James and they had a conversation, I think James should have paid attention to that warning and to did something. You know what I mean?
Right.
To did some type of
But again, he probably didn't know where it came from.
Right.
And oftentimes a lot of people make allegations against people once they become, a public
famous
figure. So this could have happened years before James did. And sometimes people try to make a coin thinking that they have a coin to make. So we'll say a alleged victim, but supposedly it happened when he was 14 and now he's a lot older. But I do agree, and I didn't call in yesterday, that anybody who received the information, they should have referenced him to his local police department.
Right.
And every YouTuber has the right to decide to pick and choose what they do not want to report on, because one story can make or break your channel.
Right. And then my thing is this: be willing to come out. Some stuff you got to have your face to it. You know what I mean? We got to have a either FaceTime conversation, but all of this, you in a dark room. I don't know how you look. So I want to be able to have that conversation. Even bringing me to the Kenneth Petty, situation. Not saying that I don't believe it. It's just, it's just, it makes it puts more sauce on it once you can see the human versus them being hidden and private and secretive. Because I have an issue with that when you say, because it's people life gonna be at risk. Once you come out publicly, is that gonna take away from your life being at risk once you keep saying it? So you might as well come on camera.
Thing. You know what my honest opinion is, Wally? I think Jaguar Wright is the source of these emails going out so that she can be back in the public eye. Because just listening to different YouTubers, several different YouTubers received this story, and I think that Jaguar did it, and she just pulled the trigger and used Tasha, because Tasha is,
well, if she did do that, that was before Jaguar said anything about celebrities. Well, if it was her, because Jaguar didn't come on the scene, that we didn't know her until into the summertime, until she said what she said about Common and Summer Walker, right? So if she did that, that means she's been planning this since last year. So
that's what I'm saying. But she always says she played chess, not checkers. So I mean, let's think about it. Her grand scheme, she lied on Storm. She's a known liar. I don't even know why people still allowing her to sit on their platform
for a click
and
in a
have
view.
6-hour lives with this lady.
Click in a view.
That's ridiculous.
Click in a view. Click.
A click in a view.
Click in a view.
And she's about to click away and be viewed away.
Right. Eventually, into the next big, she's going to be used into the next big thing, but she still could be used because she still got a mouth and people love to hear her voice. Her voice is so entertaining. Hear her go, her highs and lows. So yeah. Thank you.
And one more last thing, Wally. The wedding is going to be at the mountains that she's in Arizona right now. Since you asked, so maybe you'll get an invite, but we can probably all show up because I don't think they charge you to be in the mountain.
Okay.
That's all. Have a good night and a good weekend. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Kenya.
I'm not going to take all the time, but I agree with the previous caller. I think when I first saw this, Jaguar sent out those emails. She's using some kind of dummy emails. And I think what it is, she's mad at Storm now, but she don't want to admit it, and she's mad at Tasha. So she was hoping that Storm and Tasha would do this fake ass story. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. And it would make them look real foolish had they jumped on it. And let me just say this too, and I'm gonna hear it up seriously. How in the heck would she hang out at Patti LaBelle's house with James? James only been known for 5 years. Jaguar was only relevant in the 90s and 2000s. So do you think Jaguar would have been hanging out with Patty 5 years ago? No. It doesn't make
sense. It don't
sense.
make any sense.
You would not have been at Mama's Patty house, okay? And I'm going to say this for real. I promise, Wiley. I promise I'm going to get off. I went to look up Jaguar on Facebook. Let me show you how toxic this woman is. I was rooting for her, but she put a post up some months ago she put a picture of her husband and his mom and dad. And she going to say, somebody please help my husband find his real father. Basically calling his mama a hoe, saying that they're struggling with getting along as a family. And let me tell you something, that husband looks just like his father. He looks nothing like the mama. So I know she's poisoning that man's mind, turned him against his family simply because the family probably don't like her and just told her. See, his parents are preachers. His parents are ministers of a church in Dallas.
And they probably know her spirit, know.
That's right. She said a mama done called the demons, been praying hard for their marriage. So she put it in man's head that's not his daddy. And he believed it. That's how toxic she is. And he looks just like his daddy.
That's crazy when she will make a post like that. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And let me set up for real. The Lord bless you. Remember, I think a month or so ago, you said you had been trying to get her to interview. The Lord blocked you from letting her on your platform. All these YouTubers need to not let her sit on their platform.
Yeah, because she does, and when she does, she take over. And I'm not gonna sit with for 6 hours. That means you can get you a whole job, and she can get her own platform. She be on there for 6 hours. I'm like, go ahead, sister, go ahead. But you ain't getting no dollar from
That's
it.
it.
For free.
Yeah, and if she listens to somebody like you, Tasha K or Storm, or somebody making money, she could have, but I think it's too late now for this mess.
I don't think it will never be too late for her. I think it's still time because she still have that voice and that talent. So whatever she talk about, she still have that, and she's a woman and that have experience, been in the business, so she still can bring some information up, and people will cling to it, especially in YouTube, especially if you have up and coming YouTubers that say, hey, this is a good content, and it's, hey, I'm going to use it. And then this person use it. If 5 up and coming YouTubers take it, it make it to massive because it get legs. Okay. You know what I mean? So I think if she do like a podcast or like a YouTube situation, I think it would be very successful for her. And I don't think for the husband, because the husband could just sit there because she gonna be doing all the talking. He ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna do all the talking. So I think if she do it, I think it would be successful. Just be prepared to be there for about 30, 40 hours a day of her content.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna let you go. I promise this the last comment. She sat there and lied. And see, I'm not a big fan of Tasha K, but I know Boo Boo when I smell Boo Boo. She lied. She went on I don't know if you want me to mention you, but she went on that person's thing and said so eloquently, Tasha K edited the same thing Jaguar played was the same thing Tasha played. Can people not see that? She played nothing different.
Right. She didn't record. Right. That's because when I heard that, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me do this while we bring this person on. Hey, who this?
This is Melody.
All right. Talk to us.
I just want to give I want to give 3 shout outs. I'm going to give a shout out to Tasha K. Mohawk.
Okay, let's talk about the subject. You get a shout out. Let's let the shout out get to a subject. What's on your mind? We shout out enough, but what's on your mind on the subjects?
No, I want to shout out first because you said
no, ain't no shout outs. Talk about the subjects in 3. Talk about subjects because we got to go. We've been on for 2 hours.
Okay. And a shout out to your pregnant.
All right. Hey, Wendy Williams. How are you?
Wiley, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good.
You know, Wiley, that Jaguar Wright is such a conniving, wrinkled, burnt up lip, bitter gutter snipe. That's exactly what she is. You know what it is? I think she's just hooked on being seen and heard. That's why she's going from platform to platform, peddling her stories and her lies. She's now on some little woman's page that looks like the WB frog, sitting in a dark, desolate living room weighing all 90 pounds soaking wet.
Uh-huh.
That's who she's peddling her stories to now. You know, she's so low down and dirty and angry just because she didn't make it in the industry. That's her issue. But let me tell you something. If she knows of any 14-year-old being molested by a grown man and decided to go to blogs instead of to the police, then they should lock her up. They should lock her up. They should lock her husband, who sits there and looks like he's an escaped convict from the mental institution. Okay? They're both sitting, you know, in the room at a YMCA with a Charlie Brown Christmas tree, smoking and drinking. She wants to be famous, and she's coming to YouTube and want you all to make her famous again. Okay? And I think you guys shouldn't pay her any more attention. Don't give her any more life. I'm just sick of looking at her and that escapee husband of hers. That she looks like she's holding him hostage every day. Okay? Let her keep going on the WB11 Kermit the Frog channel and try to stir up more drama. She's just washed up, bitter, and very disturbed. So please, let's stop entertaining this woman. If she had anything, I think James Wright Chanel, is that his name?
Yes, James Wright Chanel. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think that he should sue her. But what would he get?
What would he get?
What would he get? A box of Newports and a Charlie Brown Christmas tree?
Oh, God.
He wouldn't get anything from her. I just want her to blow away and fall off the face of the earth already. But you're doing a great job, Wiley. You keep doing your thing, but I want her to just really go away.
Are you not drinking your Moscato?
Prosecco. No, I'm not drinking my Prosecco tonight, Wiley. I'm a bit tired, and I still have work that I have to clean up and finish. But I see that you were on, and I just wanted to touch on that subject.
Yes.
I'm just sick of her. I'm sick of her. You know, just a little message to Sean Monroe. You know, he's not about that gutter snipe life, you know, and he needs to continue to interview with the likes of Roseanne Barr, because that's more of his speed. You know, poor baby. He was sitting there drinking Old English, a 40 ounce of Old English last night, and he looked very stressed and uncomfortable. So get off of Jaguar, okay, the gutter snipe. Leave her alone, and so you can stop drinking 40 ounces of Old Gold. Storm. That's not for you. See, Wiley, you can get on here and you can read better. Some people just need to stay in their lane and what they're good at.
Right.
He's good at what he does. You know, you're good at what you do. Some people, you know, they can take the pressure of lying and reading and going back and forth, and some cannot.
Facts.
So everyone has a niche. Everyone has their lane. And that's where everyone should feel comfortable and stay in. That's not his lane.
Well,
his lane is not reading and getting down dirty in the gutter like that.
But I think it was entertaining last night though, because it was really entertaining. It was with the belt, with the it was dope. I enjoyed it. I was thoroughly entertained. Me personally, I was.
A bit cringeworthy, just with the Old Gold, the drinking the Old English. You know, that stuff is like gasoline. I'm surprised when he lit the cigarette that the whole room didn't go up in flames.
He was drinking. He was drinking. Oh yeah, I didn't catch that. I remember
Old
that.
English. They used to drink that in the 80s and 90s.
Yes, my mom used to drink a lot of Old English.
On the corner.
Okay.
Yes. Or Colt 45, whatever it was. I think at one point he took it out of the bag, but he was very stressed, and that just wasn't him with that Old Gold. Maybe it is. Maybe he has a secret life no one else knows about.
Well, because you know it's okay. It's okay to drink though. If you want to drink an old Colt 45 or some, you know, Old English, you could do it. It's good. It's legal.
Wiley, it's not good. You don't even drink, Wiley.
Oh, okay.
You don't even know what that stuff is.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's good. Like if some people like it, you drink Moscato. What if somebody say somebody a Moscato?
I drink Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Prosecco is very smooth, and it's not made of gasoline. That stuff is sheer gasoline. I tell you what, go to the corner store tonight, the corner bodega, and you get you an Old E, and you take you a match, and you light it next to the bottle and see will it explode or not. It's like a fireball. But it's okay if that's what he had to do to get through that gutter snipe.
Yes,
then that's what he had to do. But my suggestion is everyone just leave her alone, leave her at her own vices, and let her go around and just keep going on the WB11 Frog.
Yeah, but you know what? She have done this before, and guess what? It died down. It's gonna do it again, and it is what it is. You know. Well, I thank you so much.
You have to be thirsty for stories. You have to be thirsty for stories, you know, to get this. But she's played out.
Yes, she
is. I mean, all the views went to Storm, so she's played out now. No one should even want to listen to her. She's telling lies. I thought that was so disgraceful for her to try to sell this story about this 14-year-old kid. I have sons myself. You know, you don't do things like that. That's why she don't have her children now.
Who is that?
And I'm not talking about the deceased guy. I'm talking about the one that's not even with her.
Oh yeah, because she did put that out there. Yeah, she did. She put that out. She put all that information out there publicly about her custody battle with her son, and it was crazy. She put it out there. She said, "If you got any money, find a picture with my husband with I think she said with a trans woman or something like that. With him being with a trans woman, send it to an iPad." I'm like, wow. Yeah.
But she's talking about a 14-year-old, yet you're going to try to set up a 50-year-old man with Storm Monroe.
A 55-year-old man.
Even though Storm is of age.
She said a 55-year-old
But no one wants your derelict friends from the YMCA, Jaguar.
Yes, thank you.
Keep them for yourself.
All right. You said it.
You have a good night, Wiley.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Okay, we got we will take one more caller. I want to make sure we good. Okay. All right. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wally, I really hate coming behind her because she is hilarious. She has me rolling on the floor. I just want to say something real quick. I think Storm taught us a real big lesson last night. We always quick to respond immediately when things are put out there, and we act off of emotions, right? So Storm let everything through because I think he knew it was going to come back full circle and the truth was going to be revealed. And the moment the truth was going to be revealed, he was going to show us the receipts to align with the facts. So I'm glad that Storm was not quick to respond and he remained cool. And when that moment came, boy, did he come through like Hurricane Katrina and shut her down. So she deserves everything that she gets. She's a liar. She's a known liar. She changed her story. She tried to say Tasha manipulated the recording, but then the recording she played was the exact same one. She played the exact same recording.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what did Tasha manipulate? It's the same thing. It's a lie. And I'm just happy that the truth prevailed and that Storm can continue to stand on his integrity.
Oh, yes.
And that's all I have.
Well, thank you so very much.
Good night, Mr. Wally.
Thank you. Bye-bye. That was lovely. That was lovely. Thank you all so very much for tuning into the show today. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the show. We are good. We go live every single day. You can follow us on Station Head. It's really, really entertaining over there. Thank you. We're not gonna go on Station Head tonight, but we will go on there tomorrow if the connection is working.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
So thank you. Shout out if you're a new sub. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. Yes. Shout out to y'all over here. It was lit. Thank y'all so very much. Shout out to all the producers. Okay. Thank y'all. And we will see y'all later. Peace. I am done. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social media. We're on Instagram at Wiley Show. Well, email address is at wileyshow.com. And we also, you have us on Twitch. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We are all those type of places. And also we are on Twitter. I'm going to go get my sleep. Peace, y'all.